Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day as usual. So recently I did a video. It was my top 5 favorite luxury bags. I will be sure to link that video down below if you haven't checked that out. And in doing so, I thought, you know what, maybe it would be good for me to film a video of the luxury items that I never use. So let me caveat that by saying these are items that I was really excited about when I bought, but for whatever reason, and I will tell you the reasons, I just don't reach for them, and I thought maybe this video might be helpful to some people if you're on the fence about these bags. Now these bags, these little accessories, these might work really well for some people, but for whatever reason, I haven't reached for them. So I thought it'd be fun to share it with you guys today, and then maybe you guys can comment down below on any items that you purchased and you're really excited about, but you just don't reach for them. So without further ado, if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that little subscribe button, and if you want to see what luxury items I don't reach for, then keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to begin by telling you about the products. I'm going to tell you what I do love and what initially attracted me to them, and then I'm going to kind of tell you why I don't really reach for them that much. The first item I want to mention is this beautiful, beautiful lady right here. This is the Burberry Nova Check Hobo. I bought this bag back in 2012 at Bloomingdale, so I've had it for a really, really long time. I've had it for 7 years now, and I've only worn it a handful of times. So this bag is beautiful. As you know, if you're familiar with Burberry, they come out with a lot of different check prints, and I really, really love this print. I feel like it's so classic and nice, and I always wanted a Burberry bag. I did a lot of research before buying this because it was one of my first, it wasn't my first, but it was one of my first luxury bags, so I did a lot of research on it, but I thought this print was really durable. I'm a huge fan of patent leather. You can see it has the patent leather trim here. It's a very, very durable bag, and you can see for having it for 7 years, it barely has any wear. There's a ton of space. Those are the reasons that I bought it. I just thought it was such a beautiful bag. With that being said, I just don't reach for this bag that much, and I think it has a lot to do with the pattern. This pattern just doesn't match a lot of stuff. I know I've told you guys before, I like to wear a lot of black. This does have black in it. I like to wear a lot of color, and I just don't really feel like it goes. I'll give you an example. Today I have jeans on, and then I have a sweater, and you could wear this with this, but what do you think would look better? I feel like a basic black bag would look better with it, and this, I just feel like it clashes with a lot. Now don't get me wrong, I do still wear this every now and then if I'm wearing like black pants and a white blouse, or if I have maroon pants and a white blouse. You know, I'll wear it like that so that it matches, but I just don't feel as though this bag is practical for my wardrobe. I like to wear a lot of color. My good friend Lindsay calls me Rainbow Bright because she knows how much I love color, and like I said, this bag, at the time I was super excited. I still love the bag, but it's just one of the bags that I really don't reach for. Okay, this next item is by Chanel, and can we talk about a major impulse buy? Okay, it was around the time of my birthday, and I wanted to do a little shopping, so I went into Neiman Marcus. I made the mistake of going into the Chanel store. Now, of course, I wasn't going to on a whim buy a bag because the bags are so pricey that it really takes a lot of thought to make that type of investment. So I knew I wanted to buy a little tiny piece. So I saw this little guy right here. It's black, patent leather, which I love, but it's super expensive. And would you believe I have not reached for this once? So I bought it almost a year ago. I have never worn it. You guys, that's horrible. So let me tell you why. So this is a card holder. You open it up, and as you can see, you can either put gift cards in it, you can put credit cards in it, but there's not a zipper. And I think one of the reasons I don't really reach for this that much is because I do have my, you might have seen me mention it in prior videos, I do have my little Louis Vuitton key holder, which has a zipper on the back, which I keep money in, I keep my credit cards in, they're very secure, and then in the front it has the key pouch, and I reach for that all the time. My gift cards, I keep that in a little Burberry card holder. So this, for me, I feel like it would come in handy if I didn't have those other things, so I probably shouldn't have purchased this. This was definitely an impulse buy, and if I can give you any advice, take it from me. Don't go into Chanel on a whim thinking, I'm just going to buy something, and not have any idea in your head what you're going to buy, because otherwise it's going to be like me, because you just start looking at everything and you look at the prices and it's so expensive and you're like, well, I just, I want to treat myself to something new, to something nice, and I ended up totally wasting money. Now the good thing about Chanel, I have mentioned before that Chanel does appreciate in value, so a lot of times it does go up in value depending on what the item is and what the demand is. So I could definitely sell this back to Fashionphile. I know I've talked to you guys before about Fashionphile. It's a great website. You can buy pre-loved bags or you can also sell items. So I'll probably look into selling items. It's such an easy process, and a lot of times what I like to do is sell items and then save the money up for a new bag. And you guys, I have to tell you, there is a bag that I have my eye on now, so I might end up selling some of these pieces, but I'll have to see. But for whatever reason, this is a beautiful item. I have never reached for it, so I don't know if I want to say it was a mistake. No, I will say it was a mistake to buy this because I spent the money, I invested it, I saved my money, I invested it, and I never used it, so in my book it's just not worth it. Okay guys, this next bag that I'm going to mention, a lot of you might be really shocked to hear what it is because it is a classic bag and it is very popular to a lot of people, and a lot of people love this bag, and it's one of the more inexpensive Louis Vuitton bags. It's more affordable, but it is such a great bag. So first I want to tell you the good things about it. So the bag I'm talking about is right here. This is the Louis Vuitton Speedy 35, and I actually had two of them. I have this one, which is in the Damier Ebene, and then I also had the Azur. Now I actually sold the Azur on Fashionphile. If you guys saw my Fashionphile video, you might have seen that that's the bag that I sold. So first let me tell you the positives about the bag. Not only is the price relatively well for a Louis Vuitton bag, it's classic, it's chic, you can fit so much, but let me tell you why I don't really reach for it. For me, the main thing, and I'd be interested to hear if you guys have the same feeling, this is a top handle, so there's not a spot to make it a crossbody bag, so you have to carry it like this. And I carry a lot of stuff in my purse, and I just feel that these handles are very uncomfortable, and because I'm a mom, I'm more of a hands-free type of gal, so I really enjoy crossbody bags. So I think if this one had a strap, it might be a little better, but because I have to carry it kind of as a tote, I just find it to be really uncomfortable on my wrist. Tell me if you guys feel the same way. Plus, in addition, like I said, I do wear a lot of black, and I just feel like, I don't know, this bag is beautiful, but I just don't grab it a lot. Usually I will grab more for my YSL crossbody or my Louis Vuitton crossbody or my Gucci crossbody that are all black bags, which you guys know how much I love black bags. So I just don't reach for this that much. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it, and let me tell you why. This bag right here was my very first Louis Vuitton purchase, so it's very special to me. I remember I saved my money. I went to the Neiman Marcus, the Louis Vuitton at the Neiman Marcus store, and I bought it. And I remember after I bought it, I walked out with it, and I could not believe that I bought it because I'm like, oh my god, I've never spent this much money on a bag before. And I remember it just kind of sat for a few weeks because I was almost afraid to wear it because I'm like, I cannot believe I spent that much money on a bag, you know. But so it's very sentimental to me because, again, I did buy it for myself. I saved up the money, so I don't know that I'll ever get rid of it. It is a classic for some people, but like I said, for me, I think the main reason I don't reach for it is just because of the top handle, and I feel as though it's just very uncomfortable and not practical for my lifestyle. All right, I have 3 more items to mention. Next item I want to mention is another Louis Vuitton item, and it is the Empreinte. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I always butcher that. Please excuse me for that. It is the business card holder. So my master plan for this was I wanted to buy it to match my Louis Vuitton crossbody, my Pochette Matisse, and then I have the key holder. I wanted it to all match, and the purpose of this, it's a business card holder. So you can see the inside, I do keep my little business cards in it. But here's the thing, guys, I'm not someone who just like hands these out randomly. Usually I'll put my business card in cards if I'm doing a giveaway, or if anyone, you know, we talk about like a YouTube channel, like I'll give it to somebody. But for the most part, I'm not handing these out a lot, so I just will grab a couple and I'll put it in my normal wallet. So I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to buy a business card holder, because it actually just pretty much stays in the drawer behind me in this little vanity. So again, I wanted to have like a nice little collection. Now I could see how this would be great if you wanted to keep gift cards in it, or if you wanted to keep, you know, your license in it, that type of thing. But again, I already have other items that take over that function. So this is not an item that I needed, but I can tell you if I didn't have the other things, I could see how this would come in handy, because again, it could keep your ID, some cash, maybe some gift cards, but like I said, I do already have other items for those purposes. So I think this was unfortunately another one of those impulse buys. Okay, the next bag I want to mention is actually this little lady behind me. Oh, I recently bought this bag, and can we just take a moment to admire the chicness and the beauty of this bag? You guys, this is such, first off, let me tell you the positive. This is such a classic bag. And this is a bag that I've wanted for a really long time. This is a bag that Princess Diana used to wear all the time. It looks so chic and beautiful. And in my mind, when I bought it, I thought, I purchased this bag from Fashion File. So it was pre-loved when I bought it because I wasn't able to find this exact bag. They did have, oh, so again, this is the Christian Dior Lady Dior. This is in the large size. And I wasn't able to find the large size. So sometimes with the designer bags, if there's the one that you really want and they don't sell it anymore, you do have to buy it pre-loved. So I got a really good deal on it. And in my mind, I'm like, I'll wear it to work. You know, this will be great. It'll be one of my everyday bags. But that's not what happened, because even though it's a black bag and I thought it would go with everything, let me tell you kind of the downfalls of this bag. So first off, it is lambskin, so it's extremely delicate, so you have to be very, very careful. Unlike my Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse in the Noir, which I carry almost every day, that one I throw around all the time. It's extremely durable. This one I've noticed is extremely delicate. Like even since I've had it, there are already little scratches on the lambskin. On the hardware right here, there are little scratches. It's got the top handle, which is very similar to the Speedy 35, which I feel is very uncomfortable. Now don't get me wrong, it does look extremely chic, but it is uncomfortable. So it does come with a strap. So I have tried to wear this strap, but here's my complaint with the strap. I feel as though it's very flimsy. So I don't put a ton of stuff in the bag, but I do put a good amount. And when I carry it with the shoulder strap, I just feel as though it's going to break. And in my mind, for the money you pay for the bag, it's such an investment, the strap should not be flimsy. You guys are familiar with the Louis Vuitton bags and the straps. Even though some of them are thinner, you can tell they're very, very sturdy. This one just feels very flimsy. So with that being said, you have to carry it as a tote, which again looks beautiful, but once again, like I was stating with the Speedy 35, it's just not really, really practical. For my lifestyle, I need a bag that can be like a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag so I can have hands free. But here's the thing, I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. So I did wear this recently to my uncle's retirement from the Marine Corps. So it's such a beautiful bag. It's perfect for business attire. You can fit a ton of stuff in it. You really can, but like I said, I just feel like it's uncomfortable. I feel like it's delicate. The strap is a little too flimsy. So those are some of the reasons that I don't use it kind of as an everyday bag and I don't reach for it. But again, let's just take a moment to envy the beauty of this bag. It is so precious, so I don't think I'm going to get rid of it, at least not for now, because I did buy it recently. Plus, I like to admire it just sitting on my little vanity here. And don't get me wrong, I will wear it every now and then for special occasions, but unfortunately, I thought it would be an everyday bag, and it just hasn't been for me. Okay, this next bag I'm going to mention is another bag that might come as a surprise to some people. It is another Louis Vuitton bag, and the bag I'm talking about is the Louis Vuitton Favorite in the MM size. So this is a bag that I did a lot of research on. I knew that I wanted a crossbody bag. I knew I wanted it in the Damier print because I thought it was so cute. But I feel like I should have purchased the larger size. So I got the MM, and one size larger is the PM, so you can definitely fit more items in the PM. This is an extremely durable bag. Obviously, it's beautiful to look at. You can see, you open it up, it comes with a strap. But here, let me tell you my big issue with this, and this is one of the main reasons I don't reach for it. I have had, I kid you not, 3 occasions where I have the crossbody bag on, I'm getting out of my car, the bag flips, and all of my stuff just falls out into the street. And so this doesn't really fit a lot, okay? It fits probably a little wallet, it fits my iPhone, and the weight of the items caused the bag to flip over. So I feel if this bag had a zipper, it would be more functional for me. But because it doesn't have a zipper, it has this little magnetic clasp, but it's not a strong clasp. As you can see, it's just very, very light that it does that. So the littlest amount of weight is going to cause the bag to flip and open, and I just can't have that happen. Like I said, it's been 3 different occasions where my bag has flipped over and things have fallen out. So I do wish I would have gotten the larger size to A, fit more, and then B, I wish it came with a zipper. So even though it's a beautiful functional bag because it's a crossbody like I just don't reach for it. Tell me if you guys have had the same thing or if I'm crazy when it comes to this one. Okay guys, so that actually concludes all of the luxury items that I currently own that I don't really reach for. You know, making purchases like this is quite an investment, so you definitely want to do your research, and what I'm trying to do now is make sure I'm trying to put a little more thought into stuff because it's so much money that you're spending. You want to make sure that you're going to wear the bags quite a bit. Like I said, the past couple bags I've purchased, other than the Lady Dior, I've been really happy with. You know, I bought the YSL camera bag. I bought the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse. I have worn the heck out of those bags. I love them so much. They're functional everyday bags, and I do have my eye on another bag, but again, I'm not going to jump into it and buy it quite yet. I want to make sure I save the money before I get it, so then I can really be sure that yes, this is the bag I want. I really need to think about it and do some more research. The items that I mentioned, those are the items I don't really reach for, but I'd be curious to know, do you guys have any similar thoughts about the bags that I mentioned or the items I mentioned? Have you had some of the same issues? You know, maybe these bags work for you, maybe these items work for you, maybe they didn't. So I'd be curious to hear your thoughts, and what are some of the bags that you were really excited to buy and you purchased them and then you ended up not using? I'd be curious to hear from you guys as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be sure to link my top 5 luxury bags. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that little subscribe button and follow me on Instagram. Instagram, once again, is where I advertise that new videos are coming, so make sure to check me out over there. Have a fabulous day as usual, and I will see you next time.